Guys, I'm here with Nico Dank, CFO of Cannara.
That's right.
We're in Valleyfield right now, and what are we about to do today?
I'm about to take you guys through the tour of Valleyfield. This is a 1 million square foot facility. We're growing about 100,000 cannabis plants here today, going to go up to 240,000 in the next 2 years. And I'm about to show you a lot of cannabis today.
Nice. Guys, let's go get kicked up and see what's going on in the grow.
Let's go.
First stop on the tour today, we find ourselves in the irrigation center of this facility. Nico,
it's the heart of
it's the
heart of our operation over here. We got all our nutrient tanks here. We have 24 rooms, so we got 24 nutrient tanks, 200,000 liters of clean RO'd water that we go through. Our plants on a daily basis drink 100,000 liters of water every day, so we go through a lot of water. Thankfully in Quebec, water is cheap. We pay about 10 grand a year for all that water. But really important is making sure that everything is RO'd. It's reverse osmosis for cleaning the water, right?
And you guys are mixing your own nutrients here?
Yeah, we do. Well, we work with Canna.
Okay, right.
We don't make our own nutrients. We work with Canna. So we buy veg, flowering, and then we mix it into our nutrient barrels, and then that goes straight into the irrigation, gets pumped into each room. Fully automated as well. So our guys just in the offices over there control how much water each genetic drinks, each room drinks, because not every genetic is the same, right? So we look at that VPD chart and make sure that that line is right on the money, and give the plants the water that they need. Right there is all our nutrient tanks.
So it's not a salt-based nutrient,
no,
it's liquid.
It's all
nice.
Liquid. We get it from Holland. So they mix it pre-back. We've been using it since the beginning. And with such a big operation, you don't just switch nutrients like that, right?
No.
But Canada is doing this very well. Our plants are loving it, and we've been using them since the beginning and no trouble at all. Depending on which room we're doing, if we're doing veg or flower, they're mixing it and then they're pouring it in here. And then this is where it gets mixed and then put into the reserve tanks over there.
Also, just something to point out, you can notice that we're not kitted up right now. We're not in the scrubs, because I believe this is like the first stop before you get into the controlled environments and the compliance area.
Exactly. So no, this is actually, it's a process to reverse osmosis water.
Okay.
So it's a scientific process that takes all the oxygen, all the stuff that you don't want in water, filters it out, and then those silos that we have 3 huge silos that actually holds the reversed RO'd water.
Gotcha.
So that we can go straight to our plant. So if for some reason the machine breaks down, we lose electricity, anything like that, we can run about a week with the water supply that we have here, cleaned water supply.
Okay.
It's basically a giant fucking Brita machine. There you go.
Big fucking multi-million-dollar Brita. How many employees work in this sort of department?
We have about 50 to 60 people.
Okay.
The whole company together, we're about 450 to 500 employees. Most of the work, as you know, in growing is post-harvest. So trimming, we do everything hand trim here. So we have a lot of workers doing hand trimming, and then all the packaging activities. That's a lot of different SKUs that we do. So a lot of packaging activities. That's where the most labor is. When you go into that white zone, there's 1 or 2 people for the whole 100,000 plants that we have now.
Nice.
And all they're doing is just checking one guy is allowed to enter in the room at a time and making sure the least human contact on the plants, let them grow on their own.
Lean and mean. Some people also watching this might not know that Cannara is a publicly traded company, so maybe give a shout out if people are looking to invest in one of Quebec's own.
Yeah, we're Cannara Biotech on the TSXV, LOVE is our ticker. We've been in business since 2019, and we've just been on a up trajectory. Just keep continuing investing in our own assets and our grow. Back in the grow, like you're gonna see, we have 24 rooms. Each room is 25,000 square feet, so total is 600,000 square feet.
Gotcha.
We have 10 rooms active, 10,000 plants in each room, so 100,000 plants total growing right now. And then as we grow, we just want to focus on Canada, continue building out and growing our own cultivation, our own flower for our 3 brands, Tribal, Nugz, and Orchid. So like I said, 100,000 plants, but when we're fully operating, we're going to be going up to 240,000 plants total in this facility.
Nice, some big numbers, guys. Now that we got this administrative work out of the way, let's go check out some of that 200,000 square foot growth.
For the next 2 years, it's going to look like this. Walk back this way.
come with us as we enter the Willy Wonka of cannabis factories. So tell us where we are here, Nico.
You guys are in Valleyfield.
Right.
So right to your left, actually you're going to catch my team doing a harvest right now, so we're going to walk through a harvest. So right now we ship everything out. Once it's harvested, it goes to our Farnham facility for drying. By this time next year, once we harvest, we're just going to bring it through these doors right here and then drying, and then send the finished bulk product to Farnham for trimming and packaging.
Okay.
And what you can see on the left and right are the drying racks. So when my team harvests it, they put them directly on the drying racks right here.
Yeah.
And then the drying racks go directly into the truck. So this goes into the drying room at Farnham, off the truck, reeled into a drying room, and then there it spends the 14 to 21 days in curing.
Curing process.
So they cure for anywhere between 2 to 4 weeks after harvest, and then our drying process is about 14 to 21 days.
And you're using automation for trimming?
No, everything's hand dried, hand trimmed.
Hand trimmed.
Yeah.
What strain are we looking at here, Nico?
So this is our early lemon berry. This is a Las Vegas lemon skunk crossed with member berry. It's actually from Ethos Genetics. One of our first genetics that we ran here at Cannara about 4 years ago. It's a sativa. So people really like it because it got this grapefruit, funky, cheesy smell to it. It's one of the best sellers in Quebec. And this is going to go through a 14-day drying cycle. The leaves right here are going to start being harden up. And then at the other facility, we use canna brushes, and we basically brush all very gently to not destroy the trichomes. We brush all these leaves off very gently.
Again, a little bit of craziness going on right now. This is in the middle of their harvest, right in the middle of harvest. Come on with us.
So right now we're in our first Valleyfield room. In each Valleyfield room, we have 4 different tables, so we can plant up to 4 different genetics per table. In this particular room, we got Cuban links, 2 tables of Cuban links here on my left. Canada knows our Cuban links. I mean, we've been doing that for about 5 years now, from vape cart to dry flower to the trifecta that we just came out. And then our right is actually another OG, that's Gelato Mint. So again, right along with Cuban links. So that's an indica Gelato Mint terpene profile. It has great vape flavor as well. So a really, really good genetic. But we'll take a look through this Cuban links right here, and you can see the colas on our Cuban links are insane. The size of these.
One thing you can definitely tell about Quebec producers is that they're consistent and their stuff sells in the market, whether it's Cuban links or Gelato Mints. Definitely everyone knows about Origin Nature and their staple of sage and sour.
Our Cuban links likes to grow extremely, extremely lanky, good, decent buds. The top cola, she really, really, really likes the light. So you can see that top cola.
She stretches.
And you could just take a little terpene sniff.
Oh, wow, yeah.
You see here that every plant is the same. Consistency for us is key. All the way down here, this is about 6,000 plants that we got on the side. Every single plant is the same. And that's, she's about probably another 2 weeks left to grow. And then it's a harvest. It's 2-day drying in the room right next to us. And off to Farnham she goes to get trimmed and packaged.
Tell us a little bit about the lighting. What's going on up top here?
So up top here, you got 3 types of lighting, actually. 3 types of lighting. You got LED.
Yeah.
You got your traditional HPS. So for us, through all
that's high pressure sodium, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Ding ding for 200.
There you go.
Yeah.
What we found is both color spectrum, light spectrums actually help the plant give us all the range of terpene profiles that we want, increase the THC. And then our third one is actually natural sunlight. Because we're in a hybrid greenhouse, towards the last 2 weeks of flowering, we open up our shades over here, and we give natural light to these plants. That helps the terpene profile, gives 3 different spectrums of light, and gives everything that we think this plant needs for a successful harvest.
I love weed in the afternoon. I love weed in the morning. I love weed all day. That's insane.
Trying to really even like this after 2 years.
Yeah, so Nico just mentioned to me that both of these are in the same week of flowering, it shows, the massive difference that you have in two strains living side by side.
Yeah, exactly. So same amount of flowering time, veg time. Yeah, so right now we're looking at a gelato mint, probably 2 more weeks till harvest. You can see that the pistils, the white hairs that are coming out, are still yellowish white. We're waiting for them to get amber, and then also the trichomes are going to start getting amber over the next 2 weeks. Gelato really focuses on the trichomes earlier on, and then for the last 2 weeks goes into an amber trichome, gets you that indica couch lock high.
Is there a massive difference in yield between these two strains?
Yeah, the Cuban Lynx is actually a huge yielder. It's about 100 grams per plant. Our gelato is about 55.
So yeah, just wrapping up our tour here today. Thanks again for inviting us in and showing us really how this operation works. And again, when we first walked in, this place was humming. Obviously, everyone's on break now. But can you tell us a little bit about what makes up an ideal Cannara employee, from culture to, what do you look for when you're hiring and putting people in charge of certain responsibilities?
People that we hire here, they have a passion for cannabis. They get excited to come to work. They want to see the plants, see our brands grow. The other criteria is skill set. So, if a person's in charge of irrigation, or if a person's in charge of our quality control or our quality assurance, they had experience, not necessarily in cannabis, but somehow tied to that task.
Some comparable.
And then how we bring that all together is, we know the operation from A to Z. Like, the CEO knows how grows the plant. He's actually our master grower and knows how to grow the plant, knows everything about the plant. Walk into a room, walk into a packaging process, knows exactly what's happening.
Again, just want to thank you for taking time out of your schedule. I know what I've seen today sheds some light onto why you guys are successful.
Mike, thank you for coming, allowing us to show you what Valleyfield is all about. I mean, we still got another 2-3 years of work ahead of us, so we're heads down. None of my products right now are finished. That's beautiful. We continue R&Ding, and everything is continue R&Ding and just trying to dial it in. Correct. It's taking a while, but you know what? That's what we're trying to do, and we won't stop till we do it.
I'm guessing this is my take-home gift for the day, so I'll have my truck in the back. We'll roll up and take it away. But no, thanks again for everybody that followed along on this journey today. You can follow me and my trusty sidekick Mateo as we head across the country, probably the next year, to find other great weed and the people that grow it. Thanks a lot.